The biggest patch for Maplestory N just happened. Drop rates have increased massively, over 300%. People are now earning more than they ever have. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the current patch and why now is likely the best time to start Maplestory if you haven't started already. So let's get right into it. So what is going on right now? Well, if you go to the rewards dashboard, whenever I do bosses in this new patch, originally you wouldn't have these little blue orbs where it would give you boosted raffles. Boosted raffles are absolutely huge on this patch. People are earning so many more NFTs as a result of these boosts. Originally, you wouldn't have this. You'd kind of just be earning normally. You wouldn't get a lot of NFTs, but now the drops are dropping, as you can see, and some of these items are selling upwards of what is this 13.5 million Nessos, which is what, $200. So a lot of money is in the table right now. Huge for anybody picking up Maplestory for the first time. So let's go ahead and break down the patch for all of you that are getting into the Maplestory world. Why should you be interested? Well, they had a boost system update. People were complaining about the drop rates, and so they changed them. They added a boost system which pretty much made a huge difference. The base drop rate on fields, so if you're just farming, was 50%. It was boosted to 150%. And you can now get up to 2 items, which are NFTs, with this boost system. 1 item is guaranteed, and 1 additional item could be obtained with a 50% chance. Now, keep in mind, this isn't going to last forever. This is a limited time event. And that's why now's a good time to go ahead and get into it, because you can get all your items much faster than you were able to get it before. In terms of bosses, same thing. 50% is boosted to 150%. Exact same thing. You get a guaranteed item, and you could additionally get an item with a 50% chance, which is massive, massive, massive stuff. If you were getting 10 Nessos farming, and now you're getting 30 Nessos. So a huge difference in terms of the base Nessos, especially on Damien, where they've increased it upwards of 4,000%. And in terms of EXP drops, as well, the Nesso drop rate has an additional 25%. There's a huge amount of Nessos that people are earning right now. And so, of course, they have other events which people thought were going to end, which I will talk about right now, why you should care about them. But these events have been extended to June 21st, and the usage of EXP coupons and these honor coupons have been extended to June 25th. So what are these Mystic EXP coupons, and what are these Mystic honor coupons? Well, if I actually hop onto the game and go into my inventory, you're going to see these little things right here. These are Mystic Honor coupons. I can use up to 50 of these per day, and I get Honor XP. I mean, if I click it, I've already used it, but I get Honor XP, which I'm going to be able to use to go ahead and upgrade my character's abilities. These legendary abilities are very important to get right. I don't have them right just yet. I'm still working on it, but that's why you need Honor. Honor is also used to go ahead and grab pots. If I actually go to Genesis, I'll show you very quickly. It is down here. There's this person called Anilo. If you talk to him on our EXP exchange shop, you'll be able to actually buy these power elixirs, which, as you can see here, recover all max HP and MP with a limit of 999,999. Another thing you should know, if you're just starting out Maplestory N and you're not interested in being free to play, you know, on this channel, honestly, we spend to make money, then I think the best pet in the game is this thing right here. It's the U mushroom. If I go to my, I think is it skills? Might not be skills. I'm still new to this game. Okay, it's equipment. So pet, then you're going to see that this U mushroom has a ton of skills, pretty much every skill in the game. The one that we care about the most is the magnet effect. The magnet effect is going to make our life a million times easier. If you look at the market right now on Maplestory N, then you're going to be able to see for yourself the price of these little U mushrooms have been going up. I see a wall. It's like, for example, if you go to the marketplace and we click on, for example, this person, Zhaoji, a lot of people have been accumulating these. This guy has 160 U mushroom coupons. That's a lot of money. I think is that like almost $10,000 in just U mushrooms, or it might be more than $10,000 in U mushrooms. But yeah, people have been getting a lot of them because, I mean, the floor price is up 42% today. And if you look at the past 7 days, I mean, the low here on the average was 2.1 million. The price has been going up a ton, and it's because just how good they are. It's a 100-day coupon, so not the best coupon in the world, but still, if you're going to be maining a character, you know for a fact this is going to be your main. U mushrooms are absolutely invaluable. it's what, like 50 $60 for the best pet in the game. You could go ahead and argue like I can go to utility, I can press pet, and then I can put magnet effect. But look at the floor on these versus the floor on on the U mushrooms. U mushrooms are 3 mil, but these snails that with just a magnet effect, it's not even as good, is $44 million. Yeah, this one's permanent, but I could buy over 10 U mushrooms for the same price as one of these snails, and that's over 1,000 days. It's 3 years worth of U mushrooms for the price of one of these little snails. So I would say arguably I'd rather get the U mushroom. Other things you might want are like the pets with auto buffs. I like the pets with auto buffs. I've enjoyed them a lot. In terms of selling, you know, I have actively been selling on the marketplace. It is pretty easy. Once you earn something, you go on this little minting tab. You'll click on it and it'll mint it. You have this thing called a wallet inventory, and it'll let you kind of bridge assets in and out. For example, if I wanted to put this little U mushroom into my account, I would just port it over. But if I did, it would be stuck for 10 days, which is something I do not want to do. Other things you probably want to know, the in-demand items right now are the Fafnir. So the Fafnir is the most expensive item in the game. As you can see here, they're selling for 300 million, and they do actually sell for this price. It's over $5,000. There's the trickster sets, I think it's like is it Ravenhorn or something like that? Yeah, these sell for a good amount as well. People are also buying the 7-day badges. There's tons of items that are going for a heck of a lot more than they were before. I literally bought this thing for what, 29 million Nessos, and today it's going for $1,000. I mean, 69 million Nessos in a short period of time. If you're getting into this game for the first time, let me give you some advice. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, I would recommend a Zakum weapon. This is very cheap. I mean, if you look at the floor for this, depending on your class, this is about $4. You get $4 here. And other things you could do is you can filter characters. Example, I want to buy a level 125 character. I wouldn't buy these because they're probably all botted, but maybe I'll go to 159, right? I can get a level 159 right now for 2.9 million Nessos, which is $50. So for $50, you skipped a lot of grinding. You skipped a lot of grinding. Thing is, if you buy this, you do have to buy the gear as well. The base gear that people are buying right now is called Unchained. If you want to buy Unchained, that's fine. It's good for early game. I would say if you're trying to prep long term, I would not buy Unchained. But if you're new to the game, you're getting into it for the first time, Unchained's good. You want to get the full set though. You have to get the full set for this. If you're done with that, I would say the Royal Von Leon set is the one after it that I found is pretty good. As you can see, the prices are much higher, maybe like 3-4x higher than current prices. But I would say this is much more future-proof because you can Star Force it. Star Forcing is integral to this game. And I would say the Royal Von Leon set, if you're 130 already, you should definitely invest into this. In terms of characters that I found to be useful. Now, keep in mind, this is my first time playing Maplestory. I am not some kind of veteran on Maplestory. I've been putting a lot of hours into learning this game. And so this is my personal interpretation. But I would say in terms of the best classes in the game, for magicians, Ice Lightning is amazing. I love Ice Lightning because it has a binding skill. So it'll actually slow down bosses and pretty much freeze them. Very important for bossing. You will be useful. If you buy an Ice Lightning, you will be useful. Other ones, Bishop is great for not only clearing, but it has some invulnerability skills for your party, which is useful. People don't usually use them for bossing. If you're someone that likes bossing, people usually prefer something like a Dark Knight. In this patch, Dark Knight's not as powerful, but Paladin very much is, for the same reason that Ice Lightning is powerful. If you're wanting to play a Bowman, honestly, you can go with either of these. People usually play the Bowmaster because the Bowmaster is very easy to play. It's just a DPS. If you're playing a Thief, the Night Lord does the most damage in the game. Of course, most damage, also dies the fastest. Shadower is the one that I am currently playing. I have a Shadower and I have a Bishop. My Shadower is absolutely incredible when it comes to single target damage. So that means bossing. It has decent clear otherwise. Mobbing is what we call it in this game. But yeah, I enjoy the Shadow Aura very much. If you're someone that likes bossing, which bossing has a lot of the money, that you enjoy that. And if you enjoy playing difficult things, if you're someone that likes playing difficult classes that do a lot of things, and you are someone that wants to play a summoner, then the Corsair's nice. I don't see a lot of Corsairs, so if you do play a pirate, then you're likely going to find items for a cheaper price. But you know, if that's something you enjoy, I would say they're the weaker classes in the game. Then play them. The Buccaneers also a solid option. I haven't seen a lot of Buccaneers. What's mostly happening right now is people are playing magicians. There's a good amount of people playing the fire poison magicians, which I do not enjoy. I actually think that they're not very good for bossing. They're the best mobbers in the game, but you know, you get the best mobber, best bosser. I would prefer the best bosser because the bossing stuff drops these NFTs, which these NFTs are actually worth real money. Last thing I want to talk about is the NXPC token. So this is the next base token. This is the token that this entire ecosystem runs through. Everything in Maplestory universe is going to go through next space, and that's why it's so important. At the moment, it's actually pretty low. I mean, if you look at the price here, it's pretty much hitting all-time lows. All-time lows were at launch $1.43. It's not a very high market cap at about, I think, well, like 200-ish million plus, and an FTV, which as you can see is very high. This token, it came out of the gate just doing so well. And given just how much Maplestory Universe has raised, I'm talking about $100 million coming straight from Nexon's pockets. Nexon doesn't like to lose money. Nexon does not like to lose money. So I would say in terms of gaming coins, gaming projects, if you're interested in Maplestory, maybe you don't like NFTs or whatever, I would say play this game for free, have some fun, check it out. I think a lot of people have this false sense of like, oh, everything is grifty in crypto. But no, I mean, there's a lot of people that have played for free and have made a very healthy amount of profit. And even if they haven't, realistically speaking, if they were playing regular Maplestory, you're playing League of Legends, you're playing another game, you're just not going to be making healthy profits. I'm seeing next space bouncing. I am going to be buying next space at these levels. I am not some kind of prophet. I could be wrong. But the way I see it, this version of Maplestory is very fun. It's enticing. It is the only version of Maplestory that has actually incentivized me enough to actually be interested to play it, even after all of these days. And also we have a Discord. We have a Discord right now that is featuring pretty much just new players. I mean, if you're new to Maplestory, then you should be joining Legion. It's linked in the description. We're not going to be trying to be the top guild. We are, of course, just a lot of new players are entering our guild, and that's very, very, very awesome to go ahead and see on our MSU chat. You know, we're going ahead and clearing stuff and showing people how to play. It doesn't matter if you're not an influencer, if you're just someone trying to check out the game. I would say join our Discord, become a part of the community. It'll be incredibly rewarding in the future as we play more crypto games and get better at Maplestory N. But that's going to be pretty much a breakdown of not only this patch, but everything that I personally am looking at on Maplestory N. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been putting a lot of time into the Maplestory ecosystem and, of course, crypto gaming. Until the next time, stay classy, and I'll see you all later.